everybody? It's Rubber Duck Syndicate. If you're watching this, you're going to watch a episode that we filmed previously.
Well, I know we're not filming it right now, so probably...
No, we're not filming it right now. We're too full of chicken nuggets, and you're going to watch this older one, but we'll get back to you. New episode next week.
Absolutely.
Bye.
There we go.
Yeah, I thought we were recording the entire time. I was like, oh, this is fucking gold, but no.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry I've ruined our podcast forever.
Oh, good thing is it's like this is only episode like point.
Yeah, we're still in the fractional episode.
Yeah,
we had episode 0 with Stuart.
Yeah, which is that's episode 0. This is like point 0.5.
We should use the Cistercian numbering system.
What's that one?
This is something it makes its way around the internet every so often. Apparently, these like the Cistercian monks just came up with this like their own way of writing numbers, and so they can write numbers from like 0 to 10,000 in like one digit. The way they write it, it's cool. It's nerdy. Is it probably like, not podcast worthy.
Is it like all linked, or is it just like one long ass thing? Or?
No, it's a code. I mean, I would show you. Do we have any writing instruments?
Plenty. There should be like a little container over there that has pins and things like that in there.
I'll use the giant marker.
You can use that.
So I am remembering the actual details wrong, but it starts something like.
Maybe you do have to use a giant ass marker.
Fuck your pen!
Well, those also have been sitting there for a few years.
One more and then give up.
Okay. Maybe a giant marker's going to do the thing.
Giant marker it is.
If that doesn't work, then you could just give up.
All right. So.
A giant marker.
That would be.
Ooh, oh my god, that's so strong.
Yeah.
Oh
right.
my god.
Magnum. So that would be like, and I'm getting these numbers wrong, but this would be 1. That would be 2. And so I think that would be 3 or something like that. But each of the quadrants, depending on which way you put slashes, you can do like so. This would be the tens, the 1 digit, the tens place, the hundreds place, and the thousands place. So you have 4 corners, and so you could do numbers from 0 to 9,999 in just the space of one character.
Makes sense.
Yeah, but it's really cool and one of those super nerdy things. I would love to be able to just like actually remember it and actually be able to use that system, but I don't know when I would need to be able to communicate numbers to anybody in secret.
When you are a spy.
Yeah, but I haven't been a spy for so long, ever since the war.
All right.
It had to be said with the accent. I don't know why.
You have to.
Zifor.
Zifor.
Yes. Those were dark times.
Slightly.
So what?
Slightly.
Oh, I thought you said Smiley. What the fuck does Smiley have to do with the war?
No.
Oh my god, is she a spy?
She was there. She's a vampire. You don't know that. She might be. We don't know. Smiley, are you a vampire?
I feel like if she were a vampire, she could have a better job than dinner detective. I mean, vampire school teacher, I totally get, because I mean...
Vampire school teacher?
Yeah, does she teach school?
She's an educator of some sort.
Yeah, I thought she taught, like, middle school kids or something.
Something like that.
But, yeah, I could totally believe that any one of my teachers growing up was a vampire.
Yeah, but why would they teach? That just makes no sense, but, like, I have eternal life. I can do whatever I want to.
Algebra.
I'm going to teach history because I was there.
I mean, that's one of the big issues when you're writing an immortal character is, like, what do you do? Like, how long have they been here? Were they paying attention? Do they remember stuff? I mean, is their memory as accurate as, say, my memory? So, yeah, maybe there was a guy that was there and he saw the actual start of World War II, and, he knows exactly what happened, but he remembers it absolutely backwards.
Or
yeah, Franz Ferdinand. He shot some dude in the face. That was World War One, wasn't it? Fuck.
We don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Like, there's going to be another.
Yeah, I was there. They started with World War II. They switched it up. World War One is actually the second one.
It's the pre-sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know who started doing Roman numerals for wars anyway. But, yeah.
Maybe the Romans. Yes.
I commend you. I walked right into that one.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yes. This is the kind of highbrow comedy you can expect on our podcast, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, all the time. Come back for all of it. Because we're going to keep saying just terrible shit, and you're going to be like, oh, it hurts so much.
Yeah, but remember, when we make it to episode 1, the final 1.0 release,
yes,
unicorn penis.
Yeah, well,
I totally wish we could have recorded that conversation with Shalise that night, because she was just a little bit drunk.
Yeah, she was. She's like, she's like, good. But I'm going to maybe not change it, but say unicorn genitalia.
Oh, yeah, because unicorns, we would not assume that they are all necessarily male.
Yeah.
Unicorns could be, they could have a spectrum.
Yeah. Or
a spectrum of genitalia. A rainbow genitalia.
Ooh.
A literal spectrum of genitalia.
They could have just like all of it, just like the undercarriage, just like a variety pack of genitalia that's like underneath a unicorn. You're like, oh, like I get to.
Like, I'm not sure if we're ruining unicorns or making them just incredibly fascinating right now.
No, because it'd be awesome. You just like look under there and there's like 4 different things. You're like, I don't even know what that third one is, but I want to touch it.
And you're why we can't have unicorns.
Well, I think the people that killed all the unicorns is the reasons why we can't have unicorns. I just want to touch his third genitalia. I don't mean
We're not even considering the mythical 4th genitalia. Just you want to get the 3rd one and stop there.
Yeah, I just want like.
You're not greedy.
Yeah, I'm not going to be greedy. I just want to touch the 3rd one. Like the 4th one gets still because that's just too much. That's just too much for our brain to handle. Like we'll see, we're like, oh, but the 3rd one we're like, I can kind of see what this is. I want to touch it.
Did you know that the unicorn is actually the national animal of Scotland?
Yes.
Yeah,
I actually
isn't
knew
that awesome? Like, Scotland already got a few cool things going for them. Well, with the accents and the whiskey. But, I mean, national animal is the unicorn. Like, all right, okay, just announce to the world that this is exactly who we are. Our national animal is mythical.
Yeah,
fuck you,
mythical. It may exist or it may not exist. We don't know. Yeah. But they're like, you know what? We got this. We got unicorns. They also got kilts.
Kilts?
Yeah.
Haggis. You ever had haggis?
I am not.
I have actually eaten haggis. It was not a traditional haggis. It was haggis that someone had made and mixed in some pasta with it, but it was still haggis. But the actual nature of the haggis, I believe, is you can simplify it as you invert a sheep.
Okay.
That's oversimplified, but it's the stomach of the sheep, and then they stuff the intestines in, and then like barley and grains and stuff, and they boil the hell out of it. So it's stuff that would be like really chewy offcuts or stuff that ordinarily like a Western butcher would probably just toss out. But if you were living in the Scottish Highlands in the three-digit centuries, then you ate what you could get. And that was a way to make the tough innards of the sheep palatable. And
so how was it?
It was. I mean, it wasn't bad. I mean, it was. I don't regret it. I'm glad that I can now say truthfully that I had eaten haggis, but I couldn't tell you very much more about it. It had kind of a chewy texture, and the guy did. He was. It was a Scottish guy preparing it, and he mixed in some pasta to try. I guess make it more palatable to us weak Americans.
Yeah, because we got our weak ass stomachs.
Yeah. But, it was good. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, like I said, you knocked that off your list. Like, I've had haggis. Yes.
Yeah, I'm morbidly curious about balut. I don't know if I'd ever be able to make myself try it. You know that one? I think it's Vietnamese, might be Thai, but it's the fetal duck egg. So they get a duck that, the egg has been fertilized. So there's actually a duckling growing in there. but it is not developed enough to be near hatching.
Yeah.
But they I don't know if they boil that or bake it or what, but they cook that, and so you eat the whole thing. So you have basically a soft baby bird skeleton inside. It's supposed to be a delicacy, but I mean it is. I've seen people eat it on like food TV shows.
See, that's the crazy thing about what I hear about like delicacies. It's like, oh, this is a delicacy here, but like, no, that just sounds awful. Like what like that one foie gras.
Foie gras, the goose liver pate.
Yeah, where they're just like, oh, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to overfeed this fucking goose with so much shit it's not going to be able to move. And then we're going to kill it, and then we're going to feed it to you.
Yeah, I mean, but if you look far enough back into the food chain, or at least the supply chain for most of the foods we eat, you get something that we're glad somebody else does that shit for us.
Yeah, I'm very glad that... Like,
I'm cool with catching fish and eating the fish, and I can even prepare the fish and gut the fish and all that. I can go from lake to campsite and eat.
Yes.
And I can actually be pretty proud of myself and enjoy that. But I don't think I have it in me to slaughter a goat.
Yeah, there's certain things that I know it's kind of weird for that because we'll eat a burger or some like chicken or like all day, but we also don't butcher it like when we're doing it. People that are on farms, yeah, they do it. They're like, oh yeah, I cut off this cow's head, did this,
I mean, that's what they raised the cow to do.
Yeah, that's what they raised the cow to do.
My instinct would be to name the cow and pet it and give it treats, which ultimately would lead to a conflicting emotion when it's time to eat the cow.
Yeah, because you're like, man, this would be a really good burger. Like you're feeling on the cow, you're like, that'd be a really good burger.
Daisy's really coming along.
Like, damn, girl.
And now we made it sexual.
Hey, I didn't. I just said, damn, girl.
Where's the beef? Damn.
And you take it any way you want to.
But then...
That's sexual right there.
Any way I can get it. That's definitely sexual. What was I going to say? I had a thought. It was probably brilliant, and it's gone now.
It'll come back. Possibly.
Something about what's like it's a cultural or even a geographical thing.
Yeah.
Like my roommate, my first year at NC State, he and his dad had come from Taiwan. Mm-hmm. The specific like the island that China claims ownership of, but they say fuck China and they're independent. But but it was a very specific region of like food that his dad knew how to prepare. His dad started a Chinese restaurant, which is Western Chinese food.
Yes.
Because that's what would sell. But he would periodically bring his son some like homemade traditional stuff.
Where it's like you're like, oh, I've never heard of this. Like, because it's a traditional Chinese thing.
Yeah, and wouldn't be able to identify most of it. I mean, but he would bring it up and he would share it with us in the suite in the dorm. Mm-hmm. And so there was one thing I remember was it was like a banana leaf and it had, I guess, glutinous rice. I mean, it was like almost like gelatin inside. It was rice and it was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
It was good. It was like very messy to eat. But the thing that I remember the most was he would bring fish in and the fish cooked with the whole head. So the fish are looking at you. Yeah, and like... supposedly a lot of cultures where they prepare and serve the whole fish, like the eye is the delicacy of some fish. But we are so used to just getting the fillet with like everything removed. I mean, it's kind of weird when people bring you more than just a cutlet of fish.
True. Yeah, well, I can't. I guess it's because of the culture that we were raised in and being in U.S. Yeah, we're not supposed to eat the fish head. They made a song about that. Fish heads, fish heads.
Roly-poly fish heads, eat them up, yum.
Yeah, we don't do that. And Steve's here.
Just in time to stop us.
Yeah, well, kind of stop us, not really, but I don't know, because like I want to say we should think about dinner.
I'm always thinking about dinner.
Yeah. Because
the dogs have rubbed up on me. They are absolute pests because like they know they're supposed to get dinner at 5. Mm-hmm. But they will start, it's like at 4:45. No, it was 4:15 today because like for some reason they woke me up early, so I gave them breakfast early. So like, they had breakfast like an hour or two early, so I gave in. But they've at least given up on trying to emotionally manipulate me for carrots. These dogs are carrot fiends. I did not know dogs liked carrots. These dogs love carrots. I almost lost a finger feeding one of these dogs in carrots.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure that you're just like pull back a little bit, or just toss it.
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, well, I'm thinking about like say baby carrots where they're essentially not like grown like that. I know that.
Yeah, they're whole carrots that have been like cut down on a lathe or something.
I was like, what the just give people the carrot. Well, I guess like people are like, oh, it's a smaller thing, it's ready to go. I'm like,
I mean, they're great because if you're doing I guess like a party tray in a hurry, like if you're on your way, someone's like, oh shit, I got to bring something to this party. You can grab some baby carrots and a tub of ranch and like, hey, I came prepared.
If somebody does that to a party, I'm like, you're not invited. It's like you brought.
It really depends on the nature of the party. I have found that if one person brings like a veggie tray, it usually goes over pretty well.
Yeah.
Like assuming there's enough other people bringing stuff, but because people tend to bring the same stuff. Like my go-to is Krispy Kreme, especially if I can get it, like hot now Krispy Kreme, because like then suddenly I am the party's hero.
Yes.
Which it's much more easy to pull that off when people have been drinking all night, because when you've been drinking, donuts are even better. They
are. Yeah. A lot of stuff is better after you've been drinking a little bit. Because burritos and tacos and all that stuff is fucking delicious. Yeah. No, usually my go-to is like I don't do the veggie tray because I'm like, that's kind of boring. I do the fruit trays.
Yeah, fruit is great.
I do the fruit ones, or I'll bring like a fruit. I can't say fruit tart. Well, it's like the fruits, but it's also the kind of like cheesecake thing like underneath. I think that's a tart. I don't know.
I guess I know what you mean.
Anything fruity because I like things fruity.
Yeah, but if it's a part, it really depends on the party. I went to I guess when I was in school, the instinct among everyone was to bring something sweet. So fruit tray, candies, chocolates, desserts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like the one person that brought a veggie tray, it wasn't a hit, but people were eating it.
Yeah, because they were like, I need something to offset all these all the sweet shit. Or people bring, like, I guess in your college, they bring, like, chips. So you're like, okay, that's savory. But your body's like, you need something else. You can't just survive on Doritos and kiwi. You can, you should, but you can't.
Doritos and kiwi would be a cool name for a band.
Ooh. Doritos and,
well, kiwi and the Doritos, maybe? I don't know. Nah, I retract that. Because, like, now that I've said it out loud a couple of times, it is... Yeah, maybe an album.
Yeah, kiwi and the Doritos. Yeah. Kiwi and Doritos, or you pluralize like Doritos somehow to make it like a kind of like a different name. So like like
in Latin, Doriti.
No, kind of like if you think about like say Glass Night and the Pips, or maybe like Kiwi and the Doritos or something like that.
The Doritos, yeah.
Yeah, Kiwi and the Doritos, like or Hootie and the Blowfish. Everyone thinks that, Darius Rucker.
Jesse and the Rippers.
I was going to talk about, like, Darius Rucker. Everyone's like, oh, it's Hootie. It's like, no.
Yeah. Well, I do have sympathy for Darius Rucker in that one regard because he tried for, like, 20 years to convince people, like, no, I'm not Hootie. Hootie is just part of the band name. Hootie was some dude we knew. We named the band after him. Hootie and the Blowfish has that. I'm Hootie now. Like, he just got ground down.
Like it's just like after so many years, like decades, he's like, you know what? Yeah,
fuck it.
I'm Hootie.
Yeah,
I'm Hootie. Just that's who I am.
This is my fate.
This is like, well, you have to kind of you have to roll with it.
Yeah.
Because I've watched a interview with David Schwimmer, like briefly.
He's Ross.
Yes.
He'll always be Ross.
He's always going to be Ross, even though he's been in other stuff. Yeah. He's always been Ross because, like you talked about, where anytime he has interviews, like they always play the Friends theme when he's coming in, or they play that, and he's like he got to a point where he's like, I disliked hearing it all the time.
Yeah, I think they all had that to some extent. Have you seen We're the Millers? Like the one outtake where they prank Jennifer Aniston with the Friends thing.
I saw that, and
it was just the right timing.
Yeah, and like she was like you could see all the emotions in her face, where like she was confused at first, then realized it, was like slightly angry for like maybe a millisecond, and then she's like, "Oh, I gotta." Yeah, hey, you guys got me.
Like, fuck, this is actually kind of funny. Yeah.
Well, also, you think about it like, oh, I can, you can dislike a song. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch of songs that you dislike, but you're also not making like $20 million a year. You know, just not, you know, being on a show that has been off the air now for 15 years.
Although reruns
years?
apparently, like, they are, like, I discovered like 10 years ago that high school kids were into Friends.
Yeah.
So it skipped a generation, and suddenly it's like, oh yeah, have you seen this show? This is great. It's like, yeah, we were there first. We remember, and we know that they're all awful people. You haven't figured that part out yet.
Yeah, it's really kind of weird to, you know, hear like a 20-something-year-old talk about a show that is, you know, essentially 30 plus years, because it started out like in 96, 97.
I think that's right.
So, and they're like, oh yeah, this is a great show. I'm watching it now. I'm like, okay. Watch Living Single like first, please, because that's a much
Living
better.
Single is actually on my list of shows to just watch, you know, end to end, but it hasn't shown up on Netflix yet.
I'm not sure what it's on. It's streaming somewhere.
Yeah, but I have been, you know, meaning to find that. That was the random episodes that I saw were good.
Yeah, because like with, and I think I talked about this with you before. There's a lot of shows, or a lot of bands, or there's a lot of different things where they'll test the market for African American people, and they're like, "Oh, this works. Let's do it for the white people," and then go for
yeah. I laugh, but it's awful.
Yeah, it's awful, but it's a very true thing, because, like, yeah, Living Single was out first, and they saw
Living Single was before Friends.
Way before.
But then they had but that's not necessarily like original concept, because I remember there were other shows even before Living Single. It was like there was one that had Jackie on it, where it was Apartment 227 or something. Yeah, wasn't that the same concept?
Different, because like for Apartment 227, it was all people living in the apartment, but they weren't all friends and, you know, interacting with each other that way. They were just people cohabiting in the same building. Friends, they were all, you know, friends. Living Single, they were like all, like, essentially they were all friends. Well,
they knew each other, but they didn't all live like across the hall from each other.
Some did.
But like, it was like one of them had like the social house, and you know, people would, you know, go there like, you know, like you do when you're young.
Yes, but like, yeah, Living Single was like, essentially, you'll hear the concept, a group of friends that are in their 20-something professionals that show their lives in New York as they're going through their careers and sex lives and things like that. And then Friends just did that and put white people in there instead of the black people.
Well, they didn't have careers. They were just fucking there.
Yeah, which is really kind of weird to go back and like, because I don't watch it. Like, a friend of mine watches it. I was like, all these people are terrible. You know that, right? He's like, you're like, yeah. But I was like,
and they clearly killed someone to get those apartments.
They really did. I think I want to say they mentioned how they got those apartments, because if I recall, one of them said that like their grandmother owned it and just gave it to them, and it was rent controlled.
Yeah, which that is apparently how it works in New York with some old buildings. Like, if it's like under, or if it's been owned by somebody for a certain amount of time, like the owner or the landlord cannot raise the rent legally for certain units, which I don't know what qualifies a unit for rent controls, but man, I wish we had that here.
I think a lot of people wish they had that like everywhere, but you know, in the state of North Carolina, it's pretty bad, but not as bad as like some other places where, yeah, like I watch videos of people like they're showing an apartment in New York. They're like, oh yeah, we have this apartment for rent. It is all of 400 square feet. 400 square feet is not a lot of room.
That's enough for a toilet and a sink.
Yeah, that's enough. That like,
this is maybe 400 square feet.
This is probably.
This is maybe bigger than 400.
No, this is larger than 400 square feet. So, you have enough room for, like, say, your couch, a bed, and maybe like a stand for your clothes, and that's really about it. But they were like, oh yeah, it's 400 square feet, located, you know, they'll say some kind of neighborhood in some in a New York borough. I was like, okay, cool, it's not that bad. And they're like, oh yeah, it's still at only like $4,200 a month. I'm like,
does that come with a reach around?
I'm like,
Yeah.
did you say $4,200 a month for 400 square feet? Okay.
So when I was doing my tours for my two-week glorious tenure as a tour guide, we would be going through the Fourth Ward neighborhood, all those historic houses.
Something about that too.
Oh, I'll look forward to hearing. So we get to the Fourth Ward neighborhood, and I was telling them, like the prices here, like average like $1 million, $1.5 million for one of these houses. And I was like, oh my god! Except for the people from San Francisco, like, man, that's cheap as shit.
Yeah, they're like, ooh, okay.
It's like, wow, like shit, I can move in there now.
Like I could sell my one apartment for 1.5 and move over here for like 1.1 and still make money. I'm like, fuck you. But
I'm so poor.
Yeah, we all are a little bit poor. Oh, but I'm not gonna be making money because guess what? I'm on hold until they like figure shit out.
On hold? What does that even mean?
So
does that mean you weren't a good fit like me?
Well, I wasn't a good fit because I'm physically not a good fit. No, so they told me initially I was going to drive the cart. They were like, you might be too big for the cart. Can you drive the bus? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. And they're like, oh, when can you come out? I was like, well, I'm busy this weekend. And that was like last weekend. And I told them I could do either Monday or Tuesday and a couple other days, down the line this week. Didn't hear from her about Monday or Tuesday. I'm active. I actually texted her. I was like, I didn't hear from you. What's going on? And she's like, oh, my, what the fuck? She had like pneumonia?
Yeah. Apparently she never got over it.
Yeah, it apparently got worse.
Oh, darn.
Oh, no.
I wonder if that comes from her not fucking taking care of herself.
I know. Like, if you're sick, call out. It's going to be fun.
If you have pneumonia, stay the fuck home.
Yes. Apparently it's gotten worse. So she's like, oh, it's gotten worse for me. I'm going to be out for a while, so I'm not going to be running things.
Oh, it means Kayla's in charge.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. And so she told me that. She's like, well, since I'm going to be like out for a while, we're going to be like on hold and we'll let you know when we're going to like be able to actually do everything. I'm like, sure, okay, whatever. I'm like, this is a part-time gig and I'm not really stressing about it, or, I'll just wait till my 60 days and be like, hey, where's my $100?
Yeah, you ain't going to make it to 60 days.
I think I make it in 60 days. Because it's been a month and a half now.
Well, that depends on whether they're going to count this as actually being hired.
No, I'm hired. They just told me I'm on hold. So if they try to like hold on to me, I was like, hey, I'm past 60 days.
Yeah, well,
$100.
I support you in this endeavor and wish you luck.
Yes. Yeah, but I'm like, you are like I know we talked about like, I understand that you have a business, you just don't know how to run it well. This should be totally different from what you're doing right now. Because, you shouldn't have to, screenshot things and then send it over to the person. And I think we're going to get in trouble if we talk about this, aren't we?
Well, one, this is not for broadcast.
Yeah, we never said the name.
Right, yeah. I mentioned the name of one person who could be anyone with that name, and I'm not going to say it again just because we might want to someday broadcast this as bloopers. I don't know.
Yeah, well, we'll take clips and things like that, so people are like, oh, how'd you guys start? We're like, it was rough. It was this. We didn't have anything up yet.
Yeah, it's me doing this all the time.
And walking off. And yawning. Like, I saw you're like,
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
I was tired.
No, it's fine. Because I thought about it. I was like, maybe we shouldn't yawn on camera.
No, this is when ideally we'd have a 3-camera setup, and so we could just cut to the person who's not yawning.
True.
Because whoever's yawning isn't talking.
Yes. That's why I want the 3-camera setup. So it'd be like, oh, if I'm talking right now, because I know that when we're having a conversation, I'm looking at you in the face instead of looking at the camera, which we should be doing.
Yeah, I mean, it feels weird. We'll need to look at how we look when we review this recording. Yeah. But I mean, so it's much easier to have a conversation when you're actually looking at someone and talking to them.
True.
But we might need a big mirror or something, or maybe just a big playback monitor so we can see ourselves and get really self-conscious.
You're like, oh, I am fat as fuck.
And I'm sweating so much that it looks like I need to go to the hospital.
Oh,
Makeup!
makeup.
Stunt double!
Stuart just comes out of nowhere. Oh shit.
Stuart's like, I've been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Stuart knows all about makeup.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's done his own
he
stage makeup for a long time.
He does his own.
Yeah.
He does his own, so he knows.
Also, the man owns wigs. He clearly is, is a step above us.
Yes, many steps above us. Like, you are a far better person than you and I.
We salute you.
Yeah, we salute you. We're saying like he's dead.
He's in the hall. He's listening to this, wondering what the fuck we're doing.
He's like, "What are you guys talking about?" I'm like, "We're just talking bullshit right now." Because that's what our podcast is.
I have little subtitles as In Memoriam Stuart.
In the arms of the angel.
Now we're raising money for pets.
Pets and carrots. That's what we're raising money for. And also to make sure that you keep all your digits because, they might eat one of them.
Yeah, well, I told you the doggy Prozac. It really does help. This dog, I went to see like a month or so ago before they put this dog on the doggy Prozac, and the dog literally tried to eat my eyeball. It didn't actually break the skin, but there were marks here and here. Tried to chomp down just because she was excited to see me, and she just doesn't she's a rescue and she just doesn't know how to handle it. So she's not properly socially adjusted yet. And so she wasn't angry at me. She's just super happy and playful, and she just played and almost played my eyeball right out of my head. But now, with the exception of when I was trying to feed her a carrot or a chewy thing, and she almost takes a knuckle off, which is just her excitement getting her. She has not been aggressive. She hasn't even barked at me.
Oh,
well, actually, no. She did bark at me once, and then I said I spoke to her in English, like, "Why are you barking at me?" And she looked at me as if she was considering the question. So she hasn't barked since. I don't know if I communicated or if that was just somehow confusing her with my words.
Maybe that dog knows Spanish, or
I'll try it in Espanol next time.
Or Cantonese.
Holla, holla, holla.
Don't.
That's Mandarin, not Cantonese. Fuck.
Oh, it's so bad.
What? I thought I did that right.
I don't know. I don't know any Cantonese. So I
don't think that's actually Cantonese. I think I was saying, that's cool, or all right, or excellent in Mandarin.
Okay.
But I might have fucked it up because I never had any lessons. I just watched a lot of damn kung fu movies.
Please let us know if that was actually accurate Mandarin or Cantonese.
Yes, we look forward to you flaming us in the comments section for my potential racism.
All of our potential racism on a lot of different things. Yeah, we'll not be really racist on anything.
Just racist enough.
Just racist enough, on the skirting the edge of it. They're like, we don't know. But then we'll also just point out, it's a black and a white guy, so we're good.
It's cool. My black friend says it's okay.
Everything's good. I got a black friend.
Yeah. We're going to get demonetized so fast.
I'm going to use that line. I got a black friend. I'm like, what's his name? Jamal Quantavius. I don't know. Now,
speaking of racism, is it racist, to continue, or for someone like me, who is very white, to continue jokes in the vein of Key and Peele's football players gag?
No, that's just a gag about names. That's not particularly aiming at anyone in particular. That's just people with crazy ass names.
Yeah, but
they just happen most of the time. People act.
Yeah, but that's where I am concerned about the question, because if I come up with a name that I think is hilarious, is it just necessarily racist for me to suggest it because it is a name that I would not be suggesting for a white football player?
It could be,
or a figure skater,
or it could be like a Polynesian person, or an Asian person. It could be anybody, but you can just be saying a crazy ass name, and it's just a crazy ass name. Yeah, because the Brickashaw, something.
The Brickashaw, that is objectively, or not objectively, but in my opinion, that is simultaneously one of the like worst and best names ever. Because like no one is ever going to forget that guy's name.
No one's
Everyone's going to know exactly who it is, which is the whole. I'm sure that's exactly why that name was chosen, was because they wanted him to have something unique and memorable.
Yeah,
and so they picked that, and it is. I mean, I guess because he's done so well, and I've heard his name so many times, and probably like it no longer sounds really silly. I mean,
it never sounded silly.
Yeah, it's unusual.
There we go. Like, it's not silly. It's just an unusual name that you heard. You're like, DeBrickashaw. Like, what the fucking DeBrickashaw?
Yeah, but objectively silly is what was his name? Chad Ochocinco.
Yeah,
But that guy is so damnably likable that he got away with it. I thought I heard someone changed his name to his jersey number in Spanish. What a putz! But then I saw him on like Dancing with the Stars, like that. This dude's like, I love this guy.
Yeah,
like, I want an Ocho Cinco jersey now.
Yeah, you gotta think about it. Like, there's some players that actually have a very great personality because they're like, oh, I've made millions doing something that I love, and even though I'm maybe out of the sport or past my retirement or whatever it may be, I can still be likable. I can still market myself. Another person that's like that is Marshawn Lynch.
That name for some reason I know who that is. Was he on Atlanta?
No, he was on the Seahawks, I believe.
He was a Seahawks guy.
He was on the Seahawks, and they end up losing the Super Bowl because they were at the. Somebody's going to point out in the comments at some point if this goes on there. Super Bowl, they were literally on like the 2 or 3 yard line. He's been doing fantastic because he was a running back, doing fantastic the entire season, just eating up all the yards. So it was probably like fourth and goal, and they can score, and the coach was like, you know what? Should we run Marshawn Lynch? Nah, we'll toss. We'll do pass play. And didn't make it.
Well, with my own very rudimentary understanding of football and professional football in particular, I can see in theory why a coach might make a decision like, okay, yeah, we've been running this guy constantly, or and everyone's expecting us to do this. It's the most obvious play that we could possibly do. Might be the best one, but maybe surprising them would help. So I can sort of see why someone would come to that decision. I don't know if it was a good decision or a bad decision. Ultimately, it didn't work out.
It was a terrible. Everyone thought it was a bad decision at the time. Even the opposing team, they're like, are they doing a pass play?
Like, what? You guys want to win, right?
Like, you guys are doing pass play on the 3? Are you guys, coach? Hey, coach, are you sure? You sure you want? Oh, okay. You got it.
I mean, I have simultaneously a lot of disdain and a lot of respect for professional sports players and the coaches. I think it's absurd how much money they get paid for what they do, but I acknowledge that what they do is fucking hard.
It really kind of is, but also like the amount of money that is trading hands and being charged and shit like that is fucking ridiculous. I can't say there shouldn't be any reason why you're a billionaire while you're owning a sports franchise, but you're still a multi-billionaire and you're paying your players this because they're making you this much money, but you're also charging people so much money to be there. Like for like a standard ticket, like anywhere, it'd be like, oh, an average, like just maybe like a nosebleed section, probably like $50. And then you're like, oh, you want to get food or like a t-shirt or anything like that? Beer, typically like $6. A hot dog, typically maybe like $5. You want some nachos, that's going to be $10.
You're definitely erring on the cheap side. Based on my last time in any stadium.
Yeah. And I'm just on a figure of numbers. So like, you're looking at like all right, you're looking at the minimum of like per person at a sporting event, maybe $150, just like for being the seat, food, like even if they like.
Don't forget parking.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking parking! Like you already have the parking lot. Hey, you want to park here? You want to be, within 100 yards of the stadium? Yeah, we're going to charge you like $30, and that's on the cheap side.
Mm-hmm.
That's.
I remember my very first job in high school was working at the parking lots uptown for events, including the Panthers games.
Yes.
And this was right when the Panthers had just started and become a thing. And I remember the parking lot. It was a bar that was literally right behind the stadium. There was a trail you could cut through the back way and walk right up the stadium. So it was like a very close parking lot. And that was, I think, $19.50. And I thought that was insane at the time because that was the most expensive parking I had ever heard of.
Yeah, and this was like what, early 2000s?
This was late 90s.
Oh shit!
Yeah, and so like $19.50. Like holy shit! Like you have to just be throwing away money to do that. I didn't even contemplate the cost of the tickets. I just I was working in a parking lot. I didn't give a shit at the time. But now look like $19.50. That will get you technically in the same county you can park and walk.
Yeah, you'll be able to park in Mecklenburg. You just have to walk like a mile and a half to get to the stadium. That I just like everything that's going on with this fucking corporations. But
Political mode. There should be no billionaires, folks.
No,
ever. Billionaires
should not exist. Someone came up with a good concept saying like after you hit $999 million, anything you make after that should just go into like a big pool that should help everyone.
Like tax.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's what tax is.
Yeah. Why don't you guys do that? But they're like, no. They're like, I gotta pay so much in taxes. Like, there should be no reason why myself and you have paid more in taxes than the top 10 billionaires at this point. Like, we pay more in taxes than any of them.
Oh, you do because you have an actual job.
True. No, but you do have too. Like anything you purchase, you get getting taxed on that. Yeah. So you're paying taxes.
Yeah, and I'm poor-ish.
Yeah, poor-ish.
I'm not as poor as I was, 2 years ago, but I still lament my situation. Now I'm getting off the track of fun podcast type material.
No, it's real. It's fine.
But they don't want to see us weeping. Not yet.
No, not yet. We'll get to that point.
Once they, get a feel for our characters and, start to identify with us, then they want to see us suffer.
They're like, we want to see you suffer.
Here, we're going to eat really hot chicken wings like they do on some other podcasts.
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, they do that on many different podcasts, or have food challenges.
But isn't there one that the entire concept of the podcast is they have celebrities on there and they just talk to them while eating extraordinary. It's just called Hot Ones. Isn't it?
It's Hot Ones.
Yeah.
And they just have to eat progressive hot wings as they're having a very in-depth interview because that dude and his research crew they dig deep.
Yeah, I like the concept of it. Some of the episodes that I've seen have been a little disappointing. It's kind of boring. You expect either more reactions, to what they're doing, or to have the conversation be more interesting. But it was kind of
do yourself a favor, watch Conan O'Brien's one.
Conan O'Brien is funny to watch even when he's not being tortured.
He had the best Hot Ones interview.
I will definitely.
It was voted by all the fans and shit like that as having the best interview on Hot Ones. Other people had other good interviews where I was like, okay, yeah, because some seem kind of boring. It's like, oh my goodness, it's so hot. I can't. And there's some people who just lose their shit, and I'm like, yes, that's what I want. I want them losing their shit while they're eating progressive.
See people doing the ghost pepper challenge and have no idea what's coming.
Yeah, they're
chomp. Oh, this is not like. Ah! And and then they just are on the ground.
And then just vomiting violently.
In their defense, first it was objectively stupid, but you don't really think about the fact that something can be hot enough, something that can just taste hot enough to hurt.
Yes.
I've had hot stuff. I've had really hot wings. I love hot food and hot wings or spicy food, and but. I've definitely found the threshold at which it is definitely no longer enjoyable.
Yeah, where it's I just taste fire and not the actual flavor of anything. Mm-hmm. I don't want that. Because let's just say, not sponsored, Buffalo Wild Wings. Not sponsored yet. You can sponsor Buffalo Wild Wings. If you want to sponsor us, please do. We'll talk about you all the time.
Yeah, and some of it might not be criticizing you for calling chicken nuggets boneless chicken wings. But I can't promise that.
That's a Daniel thing. You can talk to me. I will.
This man will cover you.
I will. I got you covered.
I'll be here to keep everyone honest.
They're like, hey, that fat man on the internet said we're good. Black approval.
Like you can do like what approval cards do I get to certify? You know,
Straight approval.
Is that really a thing? Does anyone give a shit anymore?
Mustache approval.
Mustache approval. Tom Selleck approved.
Tom Selleck approved. Yeah. Or you can be thespian approved.
There's thespians here. Stole that joke from The Simpsons. Yeah. Okay.
I know. I don't use that all that much, but because I'm stuck with Buffalo
Wild Wings.
Yeah. So wherever their scale of like their 800 flavors that they have, their top one, I was like, no, not going there. I'll go maybe 2 below that. I was like, okay, you know what? Right here is where it's good. It's still hot, but it still has flavor.
Yeah, usually my default, especially if I'm going to a place where I've never had the wings before, is I will get one down from the hottest.
Yeah.
Unless they only have like mild, medium, and hot. If they just have like the 3 levels, then I'll get hot. But if they have anything beyond the 3 levels, usually the top level is just them trying to show off and hurt people.
Yes.
But the one below that is awesome. Although, I do not regret this technique, but with Dave's Hot Chicken, the Nashville chicken that's become trendy as hell. So Dave's Hot Chicken over on Central. I enjoy they have 5 levels. I enjoy number 4, but I've recently decided that number 3, the medium one, is just enough.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like this 4. It's good, it's delicious, but
you also want to enjoy your food.
Yeah, and I kind of want to try 5 once, but I don't want to eat a whole thing. If I want to have like 1 bite of their 5.
Yeah, maybe we can tell them like, hey, can we get a sample, like just like a piece, just cut up a little piece of chicken, put the 5 sauce on there so we can taste it.
Well, that's like some of the more clever restaurants around town. Like there's an Indian restaurant that is no longer behind Park Road Shopping Center. It was awesome. They had a lunch buffet. It was amazing. It was called it began with an S. But they, when you went there, sat down, they would just, when the waiter came out, before the introduction, he had a tray with 5 little cups of sauces. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes.
And you could taste it. So we are not going to accidentally give you anything that you can't handle, because we've had problems with that in the past.
Yeah, because there's a lot of people that don't understand Indian spices, or just like say spices on different levels of like other cultures. Because they'll be like, oh yeah, I can handle spicy, I'll be fine, let me get 5. Like, you can't. Because like I've seen videos where people are like, they go to like an Indian place or Indian takeout, and there'll be some, just like say a white gentleman go in, but oh yeah, let me get your spiciest thing, and they'll give them probably like number 3 or 4. Not to be like being rude, but they're like, yeah, you can't really handle it.
I accept and acknowledge that there is such a thing as white people spicy.
Yeah. But then, like, also, like, there were, like, it was a person that was of Indian descent went to the Indian takeout, and they were like, let me get the hottest. And they just gave them the hottest thing. They're like, oh, yeah, you're good.
Yeah, and I read some internet essay, maybe a blog or something like that, a long time ago, talking about the hottest peppers in the world. So there are some that are grown, like, or they were cultivated in like mountainous regions in like somewhere in India or Nepal or like, but they remote regions where we in the West have no idea what the diet is like regularly. So as far as the people that grew up eating there, like this thing that is like painful hot to us could be something that they just toss in and it tastes absolutely delicious. And they don't even mind the heat. Yeah,
because it's just something that they eat every day.
Yeah.
Or every other day, or just like part of their diet. They're like, oh yeah, this is regular.
So just like imagine, like if ghost pepper becomes like black pepper, just something we put on the food to make it look nice before we eat it.
Oh, there's actually something beyond ghost pepper now.
Oh, they find something new every year. There's actually as a farm just south of Charlotte. Fort Mill.
The guy that created the ghost pepper is in North Carolina, I believe.
Yeah, or it's either. I know he's somewhere around here. He goes to the Matthews Farmers Market a lot. Mm-hmm. I can't remember exactly where he is, but he is nearby. But he has set and broken the record for world's hottest pepper at least twice.
Yeah, because like he did the ghost pepper.
Yeah, ghost pepper and the Carolina Reaper.
Yeah, the Carolina Reaper was the hottest.
Boot Jalokia and the Trinidad Scorpion. Like I remember, I've grown all of these. Like I grew them and I tried maybe one of them because I'm happy that I've grown it. And I want to make sauce out of it, but I'm not going to eat one of these.
No, because he did the Carolina Reaper, but then he grew something that is like I think 20 times, like not 20 times, 20% hotter than that. Which then, like, he ended up, like, talking about, like, how, I guess, Scovilles and things like that work. He's like, yeah, it's not so much you're tasting the heat of, like, what the product is. You're tasting the defense mechanism of that pepper. Like, what it's telling you is, like, don't eat me. This is what's happening to you. So it's just essentially just pain. It's just causing pain, but, you know, at different levels of pain. We're like, yeah, this is good. So... Ooh, I'm trying to think about like all the people that are into like the kink dominatrix shit like that. They're like,
you think there's a pepper kink?
There might be
a spice kink.
Yeah, somebody's like, oh, they're getting whipped. They're like, okay, whatever. And then like they bring
put
out
some chili on it.
They bring out like a Carolina Reaper and just like put it in their ass crack. Oh my god, no!
You said that. I have thankfully never Googled this. I've never intentionally found it. I have heard through indirect reading just enough that it is interesting enough to have caught my attention, but not so interesting that I've accidentally exposed myself to any of it online.
What's that?
There is a thing, I believe it's called figging, which is where you take ginger root and you carve it into shapes like a la butt plug, and you insert it into places where the mucous membranes are thin and sensitive. It's ginger. It's basically that exact thing you were talking about, but with ginger.
Are they just trying to get like a ginger injector? Like, just eat it. It's okay. You don't need to put it in your anus.
I mean, but it's apparently quite tingly. I mean, I don't know. I read that it can be painful, but I mean, I guess like any kink or any BDSM thing like that, some people like the pain in at least some controlled aspect.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you can take the damn thing out, I guess somebody would try it. But yeah, figging, that's a thing.
I don't kink shame anyone. I just question things. I'm like,
how do you find out you're into that?
Yeah, because like, there's some things where you're like, oh, I'm interested in this, and maybe you go explore it. How do you find out where you're like, oh, you know what? There was just one day I just happened to be out.
It was in the produce section.
I wasn't wearing pants.
I fell over.
I slipped on a piece of ginger that was upright, and I was like, Oh.
I was out gardening and I had a huge throbbing erection. Really? That broke you?
Yes.
Okay. I think we can call that for the night.
Yeah, we're done right now. They're like, oh, you got your... Okay, that's cute.
That's really, let me know when it launches. I'll like and subscribe. By the way, like and subscribe, folks.
Yes.
Yeah, we have to say that.
Yeah, like, subscribe. Dirty. Like, subscribe, hit buttons, hit bells, do dinglings and things like that.
Remember us.
Remember me.